Hello, everybody. I am here with my father. Mine should be with his father.
Today I'm here with my dad.
He has his own setup with his dad. I have my setup with my dad.
As you could see, the setup is different. I'm sorry if you guys hear the fan, but it's hot as hell over here. It's gonna be a little something quick, y'all.
You want to introduce yourself to the family?
My name is Valente Alvarado. I'm Aaron's dad, and he invited me to his podcast tonight.
Introduce yourself.
Yo soy Germán, soy aquí el papá de este y a ver, vamos a hacer una entrevista pequeña.
This is going to be the Father's Day special, and we're going to get straight into this. The first question would be, once you heard you were going to be a dad, what did you think of it?
I wasn't ready to be a dad, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I have two sons.
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of freaked me out because I didn't want to do the changing the diapers and stuff. But no, I was happy when I had them. They're both different, day and night.
Day and night.
Cuando te dijo mi mamá que ibas a ser papá, ¿qué fue lo primero que pensaste?
Pues sabes de que como estábamos muy jóvenes, no sé, como que no lo comprendí luego, ya es poco a poco fue uno asimilando la idea y pues sí, un orgullo de ser papá y algo muy bonito. Cuando te dicen y ya, pero te digo, estábamos muy jóvenes y se le hace a uno muy fácil en esos momentos. Pero estuvo muy suave todo.
So what he said, he's happy to be a dad.
I like this one way easier because it's the Mother's Day. They just were just yapping and yapping and yapping, huh? The second question would be, what is the most important thing that your father taught you?
Most important thing that my dad showed me is to work hard and be a family dad to my family. Always be there for my family. And just work hard and don't look back. Be strong, be there for my family, like I said. But he showed me how to hunt. He showed me how to do a lot of stuff. I'm proud of him.
Proud of your dad?
Yep.
¿Qué es lo más importante que tu papá te enseñó?
Pues a trabajar, a que no está fácil andar, tienes que luchar por lo que quieres. Pues ya estoy hecho de lo de que le enseñó a trabajar, ya que si quiere uno algo tiene que esforzarse para lograrlo.
Third question would be, what is one thing that you hope I will always remember about you, even when I'm not around?
I hope that you learn that I wasn't there just to be annoying on your wrestling and your football.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you something that I didn't have, and that's it. Be a hard worker.
I always tend to remember the same thing you always tell me, which is 5'11", and it's always...
That always, 5'11", always brought it to you since you guys started in school. I always wanted you guys to be ready on time for everything. Obviously, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I think he's only been on time for his work. But other than that, I don't know. I don't think he's... Like the barbers caught him, they put him on
Blast.
the spot.
¿Qué es una cosa que tú siempre quieres que recuerde yo de ti?
No sé, pues creo que cuando andamos juntos, que nos divertimos, cuando andamos bien, que nos divertimos mucho, cuando andamos nosotros juntos todos, y es lo que más me gustaría que recordaran de mí cuando nos la pasamos suave.
What is your favorite memory of either me and you or you and your dad?
I think one of the good memories is me being there for you and also showing you how to hunt and be in. One of the last things that my dad did was go hunting with us, to be there with us too. That's one of the biggest things I remember and that I like.
With all of us?
With all of us.
So even if it was you and your dad, it passed on to you and me?
Yep. I hope I taught you guys how to hunt. I think that's what I wanted to spend time with you guys.
Yeah.
Is I know you guys getting older. You guys gonna move out, but I think
The hunting is our
the
time.
hunting is our time, and not just for you and your brother. I mean, it's
You have other people intertwined, like Oscar and
yeah. So,
Herman
but
and the neighbor.
But my thing is more likely, I like when you guys go out there.
¿Tu memoria favorita con tu papá o con nosotros?
Mm, lo que más me acuerdo de mi papá es cuando íbamos al rancho, que nos íbamos a trabajar según con él y íbamos nomás a comer el lonche. Y con ustedes, pues no, divertirnos cuando hemos ido así, los viajes que hemos hecho, el viaje que hemos hecho en familia, eso es lo más suave que hemos pasado.
Okay.
The next question would be, what's one thing you always wanted to tell me, but you couldn't find the right words or the right time for it?
Man, you're putting me on the spot tonight. So I'm proud of you of what you've done. I don't know. I mean, I'm just proud. I always get choked up. I love you for everything you've done. Especially lately being there to help me out at the house. And you know why.
Yeah. I've always wanting to help. And another thing you did teach me really well was the family thing. I don't think you really taught me, but I try to be family orientated, and it always sucks when I have to leave or when I just don't get to see you guys.
¿Qué es una cosa que siempre has querido decirme, pero no has podido hallar las palabras de cómo expresarlo?
No sé, yo pienso, bueno, lo único que nunca se lo digo yo creo a nadie, no nomás a ti, ¿verdad? Que me faltan las formas de expresarme, de decir que pues que los amo porque soy una persona muy, pues no comparto mis sentimientos, ustedes saben que los quiero y todo, pero nunca, no soy de los que lo expresan. Bueno, no con palabras, con hechos y con eso sí, pero con palabras pues no.
Do you have any regrets on your life?
I really don't. I mean, I probably finished school and getting a degree, but the way life put me through, I'm happy where I'm at, even though I didn't have no school. I think I succeeded for where I'm at, for where I came from. It's a lot of people just freak out. I mean, I had some people ask me, "Well, how do you do it if you don't have a degree?" I thought I'm experienced. I mean, my dad showed me how to work since I was 18. Never looked back. I don't have really no regrets because I know if I would have regretted something, it would have been if I would have continued working on the road, and I have not been there harassing Aaron, his brother, in school when they were in sports, mariachi, whatever they were into. I mean, if I would have stood with the construction company, I think I would have regretted staying there.
¿Te arrepientes de algo? De lo que sea en tu vida, algo que quisiste hacer pero no pudiste o algún arrepentimiento.
¿Me arrepiento? No, yo pienso que no, he hecho cosas malas, o he hecho cosas, pues no malas, pero he hecho cosas que no debía haberlas hecho, pero si me arrepiento, pues muchas otras cosas no hubieran pasado y pues no tengo nada que arrepentirme. Lo único de haber dejado la escuela, pero no, lo demás no.
One thing we talked about with the Mother's Day edition was...
I ain't talking about how many girls I had.
What is... Do you have any advice for people who a father or going to be a father? Because, people like my friends have kids or they want kids. Do you have any advice for them?
If they want to have kids, my advice to your friends or to anybody out there is have a game plan. I mean, I know you talked about it, and I like the way you plan is like, if you're still in school, finish school. If you're in college, finish college. Get your job before having kids. It's a big responsibility. It's every day you learn from it as they grow from day one, as they're born and till they move out, and still yet till they move on. If you're not ready for it, protect yourself. Have courtesy and wear a condom. Don't let them protect themselves too. Tell them to protect themselves because you want to be you both want to be on the same page. That's all I gotta say is be on the same page before you have a kid.
Dang, dropping some wisdom on his mouth.
Advice a los papás que
¿Algún consejo?
sí, algún consejo.
Pues no, nomás traten de, pues, de apoyar en todo lo que puedan a sus hijos y darles para adelante, que no traten de, si ellos tienen algún sueño o algo, no traten, no, pues no, más bien no les quiten, déjenlos, que se den una, como decimos aquí en México, que se den un quemón, y si pueden, qué bueno, y si no, pues a buscar otra cosa, pero que no les quiten sus intenciones de hacer nada. Eso es lo que podría yo decir.
So to sum that up in English, he said, help them out. Just be there for them. Always support them. Don't try to kill their dreams. Let them see it through, and if it doesn't work out, then go on to the next. ¿Tienes algunas preguntas para mí que quisieras saber?
No, pues ahorita te podría, nomás quiero saber si todo esto que haces te hace feliz. Y es lo que les digo, dejarlos y a ver qué, pero sí, si te hace feliz todo, si estás contento ahorita con lo que estás viviendo y todo.
Sí, pues sí. Ahorita todo lo que he hecho, pues me hace feliz. No tengo ningún... No, pues no sé cómo decirlo. Pero sí estoy feliz con todo lo que hago y ojalá un día esto va a ser mi trabajo y ya más adelante pues podemos hacer más cosas.
Do you have any questions for me?
What do you
Don't ask about my Pokemon addiction.
what did you learn? What did you learn from me as a teenager? That's helped you out.
Well, yeah, everything.
Besides being on time, because I don't know about that one.
I feel like you've taught me so much stuff, whether that be in sports or out of sports. Always trying to do my best. One thing that I do implement and I do tell everybody is that it's stuck with me since I was in middle school and elementary school was the grades. That if I don't have A's, then I'm not an Alvarado. So
I remember that.
So that stuck with me. The 5'11" being another one. I
And
need
for
to
the
fix.
people that don't know what 5'11" means, what does it mean?
5'11" means his birthday, and it means to always be ready, no matter what the case may be, to always just be prepared in case some shit happens. That's why he says have a plan and be prepared. Another thing, probably the family orientated. I don't know. I think you coming back and having an impact, even though I didn't sometimes like it.
I know you guys didn't like it. Sure, of course you didn't like it.
But, you know, it's always something that stuck out to me that I didn't really understand until I grew up, which was that reasoning of why you were always there. And I noticed it with other people, you know, and how you were even friends with my friends. So, and all my friends loved him. This man did it so much. He would have so many bonfires for us. Always having the crew over. He didn't care. Another thing that I did learn was the support. Whether that would be in drumming. When I was younger, I wanted to be a drummer. And he bought me a drum set. Or you and Mom bought me a drum set. And the same thing with, you know, like this podcast or football.
Football taking you to camp.
Taking me to camps, yes, that's another big one. Yeah, just a lot of different stuff that you did teach me. He didn't like physically tell me like, hey, you need to learn this. One thing I also do remember is you telling me not to be a sore loser. remember that a lot.
Yeah, because that I've been there, done that. So yeah, don't.
Oh, another thing I did learn was to always pay your debts.
Yeah,
If you're gonna be a betting mofo, you better pay your bets, even if you lose. Man up.
That's why I told him it's if you're gonna bet, dude, be a man of your word.
I don't know if anyone out there has seen the movie A Bronx Tale, but that reminds me of my dad a lot. And I only say that because in that movie, the dad wants him to always be straight and be an arrow as good as you can be. And the streets is always like pulling me and like, yeah, like you need to come out, you need to go party and stuff. But to me, that's something that sticks out to me a lot is the Bronx Tale kind of correlation there. Every time I see it, I always just think of him, especially because even in that movie, he whistles to the sun a lot. And it just reminds me of that. For you guys that didn't know, he was always, because I don't really talk about this, but he was always at the events that I was in, no matter what the case was. If that was sports or I think even like class president. I don't know. Were you there?
Yeah.
Do you want me to stay in baseball?
I would like to see him in baseball, but
because that's the sport that he loved, which was baseball. But
that's the only sport that I played. So
he was a third baseman.
Oh, yeah, I played third baseman. I loved it. Get a lot of action on third base.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, you continue to when you make it home. You made it home, right?
Everyone would be like, "Hey, is that your dad? Hey, your dad's here. Did you see your dad?" Yeah, yes, I did see my dad. I know where he's at.
There was the one thing I think he would get annoyed by is when I will whistle. Since he was small, I will whistle. And he'll look up at the bleachers and stare at me and like, "What do you want? What? I'm okay. I'm all right. What do you want?"
It got to the point where everyone knew that it was him when he was whistling.
I could whistle, and he would be across the field on the other side of the bleachers, walking around with his friends, and he'll look over there, and I could see him looking at me. So, I mean, he was cool.
Thing that a lot of people didn't know about. I don't think I tell people about this either, but he used to teach me karate and wrestling and boxing and a whole lot of other stuff. And this guy's a mystery, man. Always, for some reason, he knows everything that I'm doing, even now, and I don't even tell him.
Yeah, I don't know. I got eyes everywhere, but yeah.
He also did Boy Scouts, by the way.
Yeah.
I saw the movie Up, and I was wanting to do Boy Scouts. Shout out Tyler. Tyler was in there. I remember that.
Matter of fact, that guy, his stuff for the Boy Scouts. I remember playing Mortal Kombat with him when he first. Mortal Kombat was out.
Mortal Kombat. I think it was Mortal Kombat 3. Come in here, bro. Look, hold it. We'll do it. We'll flip it around this time. What's one thing that Dad has taught you?
One thing that Dad has taught, I'd say both of us, is responsibility and integrity. Bust your ass. Work hard. Always be ready. Be on time. I suck at being on time.
But that's what I said.
No, but as far as work ethic, bust your ass, do your job, work hard. You're carrying a heavy last name. You gotta represent. That's one thing he's taught me.
I always said that to my kids that as far as work hard because our last name is out there. From my grandpa to my dad to us to my son. You're talking about 4 generations there. And we all worked pretty much for asphalt testing materials.
Not me.
And as far as working, we never let nobody down. I mean, they know what we bring to the table.
And piggybacking off that, Aaron just said, not me. Yeah, he's not in the business. He doesn't do what we do. But he does his job. He gets his shit done. And on top of that, he's going to school. He busts his ass. And he's doing this podcast, man. He works hard. He does his thing. And he's trying to get out there. So whether it's asphalt, whether it's podcasting, whatever it is.
He gives it all.
We all got to give it all. Has been instilled in our bloodline.
Instead of Dad telling us, because Dad says that his favorite moments of us was hunting. Do you think that you have a fond memory with Dad?
Okay, so I'm a speed junkie. We all know that. I souped up my Challenger. I got my bike. I'm always going fast. My fondest memories, but going to the drag strip, man. Going to the drag strip and just watching those cars light it up, burn some rubber. That was our thing. I love the smell of burnt rubber. That was the quote.
I remember when he
Yeah.
was a baby and he was all, I love the smell of rubber.
Yeah, that was my fondest memory with Dad. That on top of watching WWE. He got me into some WWE, and that was my fondest memory. On top of going hunting and doing what we do as a family.
There was one thing that I know there was a guy there who was always telling him, my Camino, my Chevelle will beat your truck. I remember my son's all like, "Oh, let me drive." I thought, no, I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna show you what this truck is all about. To me, I always told everybody, it's not about the car, it's about the driver.
I remember 16 years old, Dad gifted me with the Chevy C10. I had my little pickup, go out cruising down Main Street in Deming, and get in a race, and I smoked this dude by about 2 car lengths. Sad part is, I'm happy. I just beat this dude. I'm smoking him. I see cherries and berries. Cop lights right behind me. Your buddy Officer Lee is like, "Excuse me, sir. Are you Valente's son?" "Yes, I am." "You're lucky I love your truck. It's your first time out. I'm going to let you go with a warning."
Yeah,
I took that as a win and a warning, and yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I heard about that one.
A good little moment to throw in real quick is the pink house on Hemlock. Slip and slide.
Oh, I remember matter of fact, when
And
we were
the boogie board.
speaking of that, when we were talking about having videos of these guys, I have those videos.
That video sticks out to me so much.
I remember you ran down that thing and whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, we'll do this real quick for a question for you, since you weren't here real quick. Do you appreciate or do you feel some type of way that Dad was always around?
As far as combat sports, I know you would pretty much beg my opponents to beat my ass. Shout out homie Pelon. He would fuck me up in wrestling because he had a weight difference on me. And my
Just a little bit.
A little bit. But my pops would have him hound me down while we were wrestling. And I hated wrestling because I felt like my dad was against me. But now that I'm older, he was pushing my limits and he was trying to
Better than
yeah,
himself.
he was trying to get the best out of me. And as far as mariachi, anything else, no, you were real supportive. You were real. I know you hated me playing fucking heavy metal at 3 a.m. practicing for the little band and all that shit that I used to do, but you supported it. Ma supported it. All y'all supported it.
I'm proud of that you play the guitar.
No, yeah,
And
yeah.
hopefully one day you pass it on.
No,
to-
your granddaughter. Your granddaughter is really enthused with drumming, which your other son would do. Still, no, you were very supportive with my mariachi. You were supportive with my band with Jared, Victor, and all them. Shout out the homies. Were very supportive on my sports, and shit. I remember going from football, literally from about 5:30, 6:30. To about 7, and then from right after football, let's go to wrestling. And on top of wrestling, once football and wrestling was done, and we met David Mays and Ramon, it was MMA, boxing, karate, all that shit. You were very supportive. You were very strict. But now that I'm older and I'm training Muay Thai, MMA, and doing all this shit now, it takes me back because I'm like, damn, my pops was trying to better me. I see why you did it, and I appreciate the fuck out of it, for sure.
If I was here, I would be there, but we live a good distance apart. But
A little bit.
Do you have any questions different? Or no? Before we wrap this up.
I'm proud of what he's done. I'm proud of what he's doing now with my granddaughter. Takes it, like I said, it takes a real man to be there for your kids. Whereas, like we were talking about earlier, love what he does for my granddaughter. He's there for her 24/7, and I'm proud of his ass for doing that.
Shout
It
out, my
is-
love.
I mean, there's no words that I can say that I'm proud of what he does for Addie. And so is his mom. His mom's proud of that. She's always saying that I'm glad he's there. That he never lets it down.
Do you have any advice as a new dad?
To all you fathers out there, or whatever you are, if you're a parent, my advice to you is always be there. My little girl, she'll look up to me, daddy, 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 and she wants a hug. Give her that hug. Give her that kiss. Be there. Be there 100% And I kind of stole from him. I've been offered plenty of opportunities in my job, and it's like, yeah, it benefits me, but as much as it benefits me, I'd rather it benefit my daughter. 'Cause once she's older, man, that time's gone, man, and that little girl.
Her little eyes just look.
No,
she just looks up to you and
that little girl has me wrapped around her fucking fingers. Time flies.
too fast.
And yeah, it does. It flies really quick, and you don't get it until you see a kid growing up that you're raising. Man, it's different.
Anything you would like to ask Dad or tell him before we wrap this up?
It's not so much ask. It's a thank you. I never realized your sternness, your strictness was for the better. And I hated it growing up. But now, as a father, it's like, damn, this is what he was trying to do. And it sucks that I didn't acknowledge it growing up. Now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, I hope my daughter acknowledges it. I hope she sees why I do what I do. And dude, you stern, you tough for sure.
When he was growing up to be strong, trying to make him grow up fast, and I would apologize that because in case I wasn't there, I wanted him to be there for his brother, have each other's back, and stuff. So, I mean, love you guys, and you guys are my world.
You taught me a lot. You gave me a lot of knowledge, a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of wisdom, and like we said earlier, man, that motherfucking last name, Alvarado, it carries a heavy burden, but with a man like this right next to me, you'll learn to carry that weight and do what you got to do. Damn, I love you for that.
Yeah. I'm more of the comedic relief, as you can see in the family.
The night and day.
But yeah, thank you. I don't tell you enough. Even if I don't ask for a lot, I want to be the person.
Just the Pokemon, right?
Yeah. Grew up not showing emotion, I think. And it's okay. I think it puts a good persona and the type of person we are to the public. It plays a huge part about how I am today, how you showed us so much, and I respect the hell out of that and love you for that because shit, you probably sacrificed so much stuff that we don't even know about or we do know about, but just want to say thank you and make sure to love your dad. People always overlook Father's Day, but you should always appreciate your dad for being there. And He's the one that just nods his head, but he means a lot. Do you have any closing statements that you want to make or say?
Closing statements. As a father now, and what I see with my baby girl, I mean, I don't know how it is for you, because you had 2 boys, and I know one of the boys is a wild child, and you can't contain him. But
Well, I will someday.
But I too have a wild child, and it's a little baby girl. From that, all I gotta say is, man, you taught me a lot of shit, and I hope I can instill the discipline, the strength, all the benefits, everything that you taught me into my daughter.
Do you have any closing statements? Or anything you
No.
want to tell us before we close this, wrap this up?
If I did show you anything, I hope you use it to benefit you guys. And I see that you guys have. What you guys told me today, both of you guys have actually, just what you guys said, you guys actually have taken it, what I've taught you guys growing up. You guys have taken it and used it. I'm proud of both of you. Love you both. Night and day, man. That's
Who's night? Who's night? Who's day?
well, you know who's that.
Who's calm? Who's crazy?
Or you're my life, man.
Love you too. My closing statements. Thank you for everything. Thank you for having so much faith in both of us and taking the time of day to always call us all the time, bugging us, and appreciate it. Appreciate everything you've done for us, and I love you.
And there's two.
And
You guys.
we're gonna close it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Might be a little long with Hedmon's side of the pod too. Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys.
And for going out, if for someday you show my dad, I love you.
We'll show him. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
To all the fathers and all the, especially the Alvarado fathers that are out there
And the family.
and the family.
So happy Father's Day to you who are watching. If you are a father, if you're not a father, maybe you're a father of a pet like me. But you're appreciated. And
As far as Father's Day being in June, to all you men out there, happy mental health for men's. Y'all stay safe. Y'all take care of yourselves. Always do better. And to all the men out there, whatever you're going through, man, keep your chin up, chest high, everything. You know, there's always a brighter future. And keep pushing, man. Keep pushing to all you fathers out there.
And God bless.
God bless. See y'all soon. Later.
Thank you guys very much. No tienen nada más que decir.
No, ahí estamos de... Hasta luego y gracias. Apoyen aquí a mi hijo para que le vaya bien en esto. Ahí estamos. Gracias.
All right, y'all. Peace. Have a good one.
Ganas a todo.
We're going to take a quick pause really quick. The phone's ringing.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. I keep looking at Eric. Later. Mike's down.